Right now, there's a new apprentice who started the same month as 5 other guys in 5 different skilled trade careers. They're the same age, same work ethic, same starting point.
What?
Yet one of them will hit 6 figures before the others even finish their apprenticeship.
Come on. What?
That's not luck, that's not talent, that's the trade he picked. And today, I'm ranking every single one of them from slowest to fastest. Before we get into this, take 1 second and hit that subscribe button and notification bell for me, guys. It's free to you, and it helps us bring fresh content to you every single week. I appreciate you. All right, before I start ranking anything, we need to set the ground rules, right? Because every other video on this topic just throws out average salaries and calls it a day. That tells you nothing about speed. I'm measuring one thing, and one thing: how many years does it take to go from one day, zero experience, like never touched a tool in your life, to consistently earning $100,000 a year or more in that trade? Not average salary, not what the top 1% makes, not what some guy on Reddit said his buddy earns. I'm talking about realistic timelines for a guy who shows up, does the work, gets his certs, and follows the path. And I'm factoring in everything: base pay, overtime, per diem, travel pay, shift differentials, prevailing wage jobs under the Davis-Bacon Act. Because in the trades, your W-2 doesn't always match your hourly rate. Some guys making $38 an hour are clearing $120,000 a year because of what's stacked on top. Now here's where this gets interesting. I'm going to start from the bottom, the slowest trades to 6 figures, and we're going to work our way up to the fastest. So if you're in a trade right now, you're going to be sitting there the entire video wondering where yours lands. And some of these are going to make people mad. Let's start with the trades that take the longest to hit 6 figures. And I want to be clear, slow doesn't mean bad. Some of these are incredible careers, but if speed to 100K is your priority, you need to know the truth. Painters and drywall finishers. Look, I got nothing but respect for these guys. The skill it takes to finish drywall to a level 5, that's an art form. But the pay progression in this trade is one of the slowest in the industry. You're starting somewhere around 18 to 25 bucks an hour depending on your market. Journeyman scale might get you to 30, 35 in a strong union market. To hit 100,000 though, you're either doing massive overtime every single week, or you're running your own crew, or maybe you've been in it for 8 or 10 years in a high cost of living area. But for most guys, it's a long road. General carpenters. Now this one is personal for me. 12 plus years as a union carpenter. I love this trade, but I'm going to keep it real with you. A general carpenter, not a specialized one, is looking at a longer timeline to 6 figures than a lot of guys realize. You're starting your apprenticeship around $18 to $22 an hour in most markets. Journeyman scale varies widely. It could be 35 in one city or 52 in another. The guys hitting 100K as carpenters are either in a strong union market with prevailing wage work, or doing heavy overtime, or they've moved into a foreman or superintendent role. That's typically a 7 to 10 year journey for most. But here's another way that changes everything about how you can look at carpentry. The carpenters who specialize, completely different story. Concrete formwork guys, pile drivers, millwrights. Technically, they're in the carpenters union, but their pay trajectory looks nothing like a general carpenter. We'll get to some of those a little later. Landscaping and masonry. It's a similar story. Beautiful trades, real craftsmanship, but the hourly rates and the progression curves are some of the flattest in the industry. Unless you own your own business, and we're not talking about ownership today, we're talking about W-2 earning power. But anyway, these are 8+ year trades to 6 figures. All right, now we're moving into the trades where 6 figures is absolutely doable, but you're not getting there overnight. We're talking about 5 to 7 years. That's still faster than most college degrees start paying off though. HVAC technicians. HVAC is one of the most in-demand trades in the country right now, and the money is solid. Residential techs start about $17 to $20 an hour as apprenticeships, and journeyman commercial techs can get into $35 to $45 range. But here's the thing most people don't factor in. The real money in HVAC comes from specialization. If you stay general residential, you'll be comfortable, but 6 figures as a W-2 employee, that usually takes 5 to 7 years, and a move into commercial or industrial work with Sheet Metal Workers International Association training. Now, if you get into controls, DDC, building automation, carrier or train certifications, that timeline shrinks a lot. And if you chase data center HVAC, some of those guys are making north of 150 because the demand is absolutely insane right now. Plumbers. Plumbing is rock solid, recession-proof, always in demand, and the apprenticeship pays you from day one. But the United Association apprenticeship is typically 4 to 5 years. You come out as a journeyman making somewhere in the 65 to 85,000 range in most markets around the U.S. The guys hitting 100K are either in a major metro area with strong UA local presence, or they're doing service work with on-call premiums, or they're racking up a lot of overtime. For real, guys, a realistic timeline to 6 figures for most plumbers, 5 to 7 years. Electricians, inside wiremen. Electricians are the backbone of everything happening right now. Data centers, EV charging stations, solar, smart homes, grid modernization. The demand is through the roof. Apprentice electricians to the IBEW start around 50 to 60% of journeyman scale. So you're looking at somewhere around $20 to $28 an hour in your first year, depending on your local. By the time you top out as a journeyman in year 5, you're in the $35 to $50 range. And with overtime, you can clear 100K, I guarantee it. But consistently hitting 6 figures without crazy overtime, that's usually when you move into industrial, high voltage, or PLC specialization. Let's call it 5 to 7 years for most electricians. Now check this out, guy. Here's the key that separates Tier 3 from Tier 2. It's not about what trade you're in, it's about what version of the trade you choose to pursue. Now we're getting into the trades where the money comes fast. 3 to 5 years from 0 to 6 figures. These are the trades where the conditions, the demand, and the structure of the work itself accelerate your earnings in ways other trades just cannot match. Iron workers, structural and reinforcing. Iron workers are out there walking steel on skyscrapers, tying rebar on bridges, and rigging loads that weigh more than your house. The risk is real. The pay reflects it. Union iron worker apprentices start strong, mid-20s per hour in lots of markets, and the journeyman scale is in the $40 to $45 range. Add in prevailing wage jobs, which iron workers get a lot of because of the commercial and infrastructure work, and you're looking at guys clearing 100K in 3 to 4 years. The guys on shutdown work, traveling to big projects, they're blowing past 120 and 130 without breaking a sweat. Well, actually, they're sweating a lot probably, but the checks are fat. Boilermakers. Most people never heard of a Boilermaker, and that's exactly why the money is so good. Limited competition. These guys work on boilers, pressure vessels, storage tanks at iron plants, refineries, and industrial facilities. Boilermaker apprentices start around 20 to 25 per hour, but journeyman Boilermakers and shutdown refinery turnaround work can make $45 to $50 an hour. Per diem, travel pay, and the nature of the work, shutdowns are time sensitive. So overtime is practically guaranteed. That means a lot of these guys are hitting around 100K by year 3. But what's really a trip about Boilermakers is this: the retirement wave is crushing this trade harder than almost any other. There aren't enough guys coming in, which means the guys who are in, they're writing their own ticket. Pipeline welders. If we're strictly talking about how fast you can get to 6 figures as a welder, general shop welding isn't it. That's a fine career, but the money takes time. Pipeline welding, however, completely different animal. A pipeline welder who gets certified through the American Welding Society standards, passes the bend test, and hits the road can be earning $100,000 to $150,000 within 2 or 3 years of starting. The catch? You're traveling. You're in the middle of nowhere. The work is physically brutal, and the certification process weeds out most people who even give it a try. But for the guys who make it, the earning power is unmatched in the welding world. Millwrights. Millwrights are the guys who install, dismantle, repair, and reassemble industrial machinery. They're in manufacturing plants, power plants, refineries, anywhere there's heavy equipment, really. And because their skill set is so broad, they get pulled into shutdown and turnaround work constantly. Union millwright journeymen are typically in the $35 to $45 range, but the shutdown and travel work pushes total compensation well past 100K for a lot of these guys, usually by year 3 to 5. Alright, we've covered the slow lane, the middle of the pack, and the fast track, but we haven't gotten to the top yet. The trades where guys are hitting 6 figures so fast it almost doesn't seem real. And this is exactly why something like course careers exist, because whether you're looking at the trades or you want to explore high-paying careers in tech sales, IT, or remote work, it's about finding the fastest path to the real money without wasting 4 years and $50,000 on a degree that might not even get you there. I've got a link in the description where you can check out their free introductory courses and see which career path makes good sense for you. Whether it's blue collar or white collar, the game is the same: speed to income, and they lay it out for you step by step at Course Careers. All right, this is what everybody's been waiting for. The trades where you can go from zero experience to six figures in under 3 years, some of these under 2 even. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's a reason these pay so fast. It's either because the work is dangerous, the barrier to entry is brutal, or the lifestyle demands are so intense, most people won't even do it. Nothing in life is free, but if you're willing to pay the price, the reward comes fast. Number 3, electrical linemen. Linemen install, maintain, and repair electrical power lines. They're climbing 100 feet in the air, working with high voltage electricity in every kind of weather you can imagine. Storms, ice, and 100-degree heat. Apprentice linemen start around 50 to 60% of journeyman wages, which puts first-year guys in $35,000 to $45,000 range. But here's where the scoreboard goes crazy. Storm work. When a hurricane, ice storm, or any major weather event hits, linemen get called in from all over the country. And those storm hours, 16-hour days, double time, sometimes more, guys have made $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in a single storm season. A lineman who gets into a strong IBEW apprenticeship program and chases the storm work can realistically clear $100K within 2 to 3 years. Journeyman linemen in states like California, they average over $110,000 base before overtime. The trade-off, this is one of the most dangerous jobs in America, period. Number 2, elevator mechanics. Elevator mechanics are the highest paid trade in America, believe it or not. They have an average hourly rate around $48 according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's the median, not the top, the median. The International Union of Elevator Constructors apprenticeship is 4 to 5 years. First-year apprentices earn 50% of mechanic wages. So even as an apprentice, you're starting around $24 an hour. And here's the scoreboard number that matters. Because of the base rate being so high, even mid-apprenticeship guys in year 2 or 3 are earning the $70,000 to $80,000 a year range. And by the time you get your mechanics card, you're looking at $100K base. And top earners, they clear $140,000 and $150,000. The catch? Getting in is insanely competitive. The NEIEP application windows are tight. There are aptitude tests, interviews, and limited spots. But if you get in, the speed to six figures is elite. But neither of those holds the number 1 spot. And the trade that does, most guys have never even considered it. Number 1, traveling shutdown and turnaround specialist. All right, this isn't one trade, it's a lane with multiple trades, and it's the fastest path to six figures in the entire blue-collar world. And here's how it works, guys. Refineries, power plants, chemical plants, they all have to shut down periodically for maintenance, repairs, and upgrades. These shutdowns and refinery turnarounds last anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months, and during that window, they need hundreds of skilled tradesmen, pipe fitters, boilermakers, welders, electricians, insulators, scaffold builders, and they need them now. You see, because the clock is ticking on millions of dollars in lost production, the pay is through the roof. We're talking about $50 to $80 an hour. Plus per diem, because they're running 12 to 16-hour shifts, the overtime's guaranteed. I've seen guys in their first year clear $120,000 doing shutdown work. And they bounce from turnaround to turnaround, plant to plant, and they stack money like nobody else in the trades. The trade-off? You're never home. You're living in hotels and man camps. The work is physically demanding and often in extreme heat and confined spaces. But if we're ranking strictly by speed to six figures, shutdown work is number 1, and it's not even close. Now this is what changes the entire scoreboard. No matter what tier your trade is in, there are accelerators that can shave off years of your timeline, and most guys don't even know they exist. If you're on a federally funded project like highways, government buildings, or military bases, you get paid prevailing wage, which is often 30 to 50% more than the standard scale. It's the same trade, the same work, and way more money. And a lot of guys never chase these jobs because they don't know how to find them. How about per diem and travel pay? If you're willing to travel, per diem alone can add $15,000 to $20,000 a year to your income, tax-free. That's not even overtime. That's just showing up somewhere other than your own hometown. How about shift differentials? Night shift, swing shift, weekend shift, C shift. These all come with differentials. Some contractors pay an extra $3 to $5 an hour just for working second or third shift. And over a year, that adds up to $6,000 to $10,000. And then we've got hazard pay and height pay. Working in confined spaces around hazardous materials or at any height, that's extra money. Working in confined spaces around hazardous materials or at a height, that's extra money. Ironworkers, boilermakers, and linemen know this game well. So the reality of this scoreboard is your trade determines your baseline, but your strategy determines your speed. Two electricians can start the same apprenticeship on the same day. One stays residential, stays local, and does 40 hours a week. The other guy gets into industrial work, chases prevailing wage, takes a travel job with per diem, or whatever. It's the same trade, completely different timeline to six figures. Now remember guys, with every single trade there are lanes, residential, commercial, industrial, specialized, travel, that completely change the math. So the question isn't just what trade should I pick, it's what lane within that trade am I going to target first, because that's where the real money conversation starts every damn time. Alright, that's the full scoreboard. Every trade ranked by how fast you can get to six figures. If you're just starting out and speed is your priority, you know exactly where to look. If you're already in a trade and you're not hitting the numbers you want, look at the cheat codes, prevailing wage, per diem, specialization, and certifications. The money is out there, you just have to know where it's stacked. If you got some value out of this video, guys, do me a favor, hit that notification bell and drop a comment, tell me which trade you're in and how fast you hit six figures. I want to hear the real numbers from real guys in the field. And check out the two videos I recommend on the end screen. One of them breaks down the trades that create millionaires, not just good paychecks. You don't want to miss that one. I'm JV Charles. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.